Wait. Let's do this. Let's be silent for a little bit, and then that's how long our intro music has to be.
All right.
Ready? And then whenever. All right. 3, 2, 1. That's it. That's all we get for our intro music. Right. That was like a couple seconds.
Right. Hi, I'm Julian. How did we meet? So I'm younger than these two. They're a year older than me, or maybe 2, but grade level they're a year older than me.
Older.
I met Hector and Fernando.
So actually, you're wrong. So
Did I meet you before that?
Yeah. So Julian and I did baseball together.
Dude.
We did Little League together.
And your dad coached, right?
No, my dad didn't coach.
He coached.
He coached soccer. He didn't coach baseball.
You guys always had to go.
So we were on the same Little League together. That's the earliest memories I have of you. It was Little League.
And I was trash.
And I didn't really know you that well, but I was like, hey, this kid's pretty cool. But we weren't friends until
we just played on the
your
same
freshman
team.
year. We weren't friends until your freshman year. So yeah.
Zara, when did I meet you?
Freshman year, right?
No, we kind of knew each other sporadically throughout middle school.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through what?
Through like we were his PETA.
There you go. I remember that.
Wait,
yeah.
You were PETA than I am?
Yeah. It was same grade. We had all 4 of us except for Marcos.
Marcos.
Yeah, that's right. We used to play Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D. I always remember when we set up like a Wednesday lunch D&D thing
with Melissa and
I get that.
Bartholomew. Yeah.
And so and that never happened. Like we went to lunch, but we never played D&D.
We rolled the dice, and
I wasn't there.
When they came over to my house, we rolled the dice and we kind of made their characters, and then we never did the campaign.
I wasn't there.
But they were really like
D&D.
interested in in doing it. But yeah, no, it's okay. So
are you gonna introduce yourselves at any time?
Okay, all right. So Julian, Hector.
I'll go by Czar.
Czar. Yeah, so me and Fernando actually met kindergarten. I don't have like a specific memory unless you do.
How sweet.
No, I don't have a specific memory.
Yeah, so we met in kindergarten. And then we've just been friends just ever
Good
since.
pals.
Yeah, just like we both hung out with the same friend group, and then we got switched into
different classes
different
all the way up
classes.
until middle school, but then we had been in like the same friend group all the way through high school and still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's us. Just a little introduction.
And then like we all started talking like freshman year of high school probably.
Yeah.
We were all cool.
Yeah.
And then
Through drama.
Yeah,
That's pretty much how we
we were performing arts kids.
Yeah.
And now we sit at home
and do nothing. Alright, so earlier on the way up, Julian brought up X-Men.
Okay, so if you don't know, Disney acquired Fox in like 2018, 17?
I don't remember.
It was a couple.
I thought it was last year.
Okay, last year. Something like that.
Right?
Maybe.
It was
maybe
in the past, recently, right? So they acquired Fox, and if you don't know, like X-Men is a part of Fox, and they're trying to incorporate like the X-Men into the MCU, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And how do you guys feel about that? Because like I said,
I'm
earlier,
okay with it. Honestly, Disney.
watch what you say about Disney. They could end us right now.
Or jumpstart us. Or jumpstart our career.
At Disney?
Disney, if you're watching.
You fired me.
Do you want to talk about that?
We will get to that.
Okay, cool. So my opinion is, honestly, I love Disney. I like the direction that they go with most movies. I wouldn't necessarily consider myself like a movie buff. So like when I watch things and they may have like for example, if I watch Harry Potter and there's something that's in the book that's not in the movie, like it doesn't bother me. Like it doesn't take away from the movie for me.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
So I'm not like that. But
You just watch the movie for the
yeah,
entertainment.
like if it's entertaining by itself, I kind of watch things like standalone, like it's its own thing. So
Okay.
like when Percy Jackson came out,
Percy Jackson.
I know. Like our friend group was when we were younger. That's pretty much all I read as a young child. What is that? Preteen?
I was
As
a young
preteen?
lad. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
As a
in fifth
preteen?
grade.
Yeah. I just it was just so cool. Yeah.
cool.
So I don't know. Like when those movies came out, it didn't bother me that like Annabeth's hair wasn't blonde.
Blonde.
And her
Well,
eyes
she was
were-
blonde in the second movie.
She was-
Yeah, okay, so the problem I have with that is like that's an overcorrection.
Yeah,
now.
well, and it was
and so now
obvious.
it's like you
well,
should just kept
Okay,
it
well,
the
what
way
if
it was,
Annabeth just wanted to be blonde? Like, you know?
but- No, because what happened is
Because you're taking it too much there. Like, you're... No, I get what you're saying, but like...
no, I don't think it's too much. I just think it's like it was fine the way it was. Just
Yeah.
leave it that way.
Zara,
Like,
what do you
yeah.
think?
No, I'm on board with Hector. It's like if Annabeth was gonna be blonde, they should have just made her blonde from the start.
Yeah.
If
Just
you
keep it.
if
Okay.
she has brown hair, they need to commit to it.
And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that Annabeth had blonde hair. I always imagined her
With black hair.
as a redhead.
Annabeth?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's just like Athena, and like whenever I think of I think in the books Athena's a redhead. I don't know. So I just figured that's her daughter. So like,
I watched the movie first.
did you really?
You
Yeah.
really watched the movie first? Dude, I read the first book of the first series of Percy Jackson all in like 2 days. And that's like a 500-page book, I think. And it was like my 5th grade year. And I thought it was so cool.
I've never been an avid reader. Have you ever like?
Like, I started off as an avid reader. And now, like, if I try to read a book, my head hurts. I don't know why. Like, it's difficult. Like, I've been out of
I
doing
read-
with that.
I read the first 3 books in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then I got to Titan's Curse like a couple of pages in, and I didn't touch it for like 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it was.
We always
A lot could happen
we
in
always
5 years.
we always give him.
It was like senior year of high school, and I finished Titan's Curse, and then like the next day I finished
The last
Last
Olympian,
Olympian,
or
yeah.
whatever, something like that.
But I never touched the Heroes of Olympus. And it's like I wanted to
Such
go
good
buy them
books.
and read them.
That's,
And I walk into Barnes and Noble, and I ask them where it is, and they said it's in the kids section. So I can't buy that.
Okay. I have a couple. So I actually have a bookcase with a lot of books on it, and I feel like I've read.
2. I'm gonna be right. It's 2.
0.5%.
I've probably read a good 45% of what's on that bookcase. I have a lot of books. I have like
You recommend a lot of books.
I have
too.
a lot of books, but one time I spent like $100 on books,
And you didn't touch them.
and I bought them because they looked nice. Like that was the main reason I bought them. Like I wanted to read them. Like one of them was in Norse, but like I remember going into the bookstore and I was like, this is really nice. I was like, but this book is like, it's like $50 for one book.
And you never like read it, like read a
I
single word?
started reading it yesterday because I saw it on my bookcase and I was like,
All dusty?
Oh yeah.
What's the title?
It's just Norse mythology. I think it's the title, but it's some pretty weird stuff. Like it's interesting. I really like Greek mythology.
Greek, yeah.
It's really. I don't know if it's just because of the
Percy
way it's
Jackson?
been presented to me as like funny and like the.
It's
the
also
stories.
hero's journey sort of stuff.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
like-
a basis for our storytelling functioning.
But like
as a society.
Roman mythology,
I would say
I can't get into.
okay. Norse mythology is like the emo version
Of
of
what?
like
Greek?
like if you had to make them like kids, like if you had to make them like personalities, like
They'd be emo.
yeah, Norse mythology is like straight up emo.
So what would Greek be?
Really in the middle of this, Dad?
Answer it.
Can't
Answer it.
answer it. No, he's just gonna ask me about clothes.
Oh man. But
Yeah. I can't get into Roman mythology. Greek mythology was cool. I don't know.
You wouldn't like the Last Hero series then.
Yeah, well, I have like 5 books of the series, and I read maybe 2, and I didn't like it. I was like, where's Percy? Where's Annabelle? Like, what's going on? Or Annabeth, what's going on, you know? Annabelle.
Oh man. Yeah, no, that's
Did you guys have anything to...
I didn't come up with any topics.
Wait,
I said I would.
we
I
still
gave
have
everyone.
homework.
I said everyone come up with a topic.
We haven't moved forward with the X-Men.
Oh, we haven't. See?
Okay, so anyway, so going back to the X-Men thing.
Wait, how did we get off track?
Books.
A long tangent about Disney.
Oh, right.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. So how I feel about X-Men, that's fine. Honestly, I've actually had this conversation a lot with a couple of my friends, and most of them don't like the X-Men movies. I feel like the X-Men movies are very unliked.
You said
by the
dark.
people who watched it. Yeah, they're pretty dark.
I just felt like they were confusing. Like, I don't know.
They are a little confusing, but
like they were made in different like.
well, yeah, don't they like go forward?
I have
and
a
then
lot of
backtrack?
opinions.
Yeah.
And a lot of things to say about
Yeah.
X-Men.
Go for it.
What do you remember about the X-Men movies that wasn't Deadpool or Logan? Like, excluding Deadpool and Logan and Deadpool 2?
Actually,
What do you remember?
The majority of one thing I remember is like the kid that had the wings. You
Angel?
remember that? And he like cut off his wings.
The
in
only
the
thing I
bathroom.
know about
I remember that because that like it didn't scar me, but I was like, that's so weird. Like that's the first
It's
time
disturbing.
I saw something disturbing or thing.
And
as a
how
kid.
old were you at that time?
I was probably 8.
Oh.
Or maybe younger, maybe I don't know, but like, and then I also remember Magneto, and then when he's in the internment camp,
Mm-hmm.
and then like you see his powers for the first time, and his mother's getting taken away. So that's the thing is like for me, I remember it, but that's because those were the superhero movies that I grew up watching. Was
The X-Men?
Yeah. it was
Oh
X-Men,
no, I
yeah.
grew up with like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Well,
And
I
that
grew
was-
up.
But that was
I
my
grew up with
thing.
that too.
Like,
Everyone grew up
But
with
like that was my
Maguire.
thing, dude. Like, I swear, I had a blanket.
Little Julian going around.
Exactly, I had a blanket. I had a mask. I had like this. Did you guys ever have
The
like
web shooters?
Yes.
I did
Okay.
not.
I
never
did
got
not.
And then I had I don't know if it was soap or shampoo, and it was like foam.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember
Yeah.
that? Yeah, that was cool. But like Spider-Man was like
Everything.
the hero.
Okay, wait, quick tangent. Did you I think it was my dad got me a mouthwash that was called Inspector Hector when I was a little kid. I don't know if anyone has ever
I've
used that
never
before,
heard of that.
but I remember I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool." And it would like turn your teeth blue. It was like weird. It was like
Is
it was
that
like
safe
mouthwash for
for
kids. Yeah, it was
enamel?
it was mouthwash for kids. And I think it was like if your teeth are blue, they're clean or something. I can't remember. Like
Okay.
and then it washes off. Like, but like, it was cool. Like, did you guys ever see that?
No.
Did you guys ever get like kid mouthwash or anything?
Well, I
like that?
got kid mouthwash that was like bubblegum flavor, but like I never.
Yeah, I remember that. Inspector Hector.
I remember
Yeah,
getting
it
a
was
kid's
so cool.
mouthwash that was just regular mouthwash, but it was like a
Weird.
different label.
Yeah.
That's,
But what I remember about the X-Men movies is absolutely nothing until someone brings it up. Like, I would have forgot about Angel cutting off his wings until you brought it up.
So here's the thing. I have no context to that. I don't remember why. I think he was like ashamed.
His
or
family
something like
hates
that.
mutants.
Okay.
So
yeah.
so they cut off his
So that's the
wings.
thing. It's like I just remember specific details. But if you ask me to explain the plot line of X-Men, I could probably fill in a couple gaps. But like for the most part, like
Let's
you
see,
said,
like-
other than X-Men Origins
Yeah.
and Logan, which I don't think I've even seen. No, I have seen part of it.
Logan.
Yeah.
See, I was never a big like X-Men. I've never seen an X-Men film, and I've never seen like a Wolverine film.
So the thing is with the
I've
X-Men
seen Deadpool. I've seen Deadpool.
Wait. Then why did you bring this up?
Because what fresh?
I thought you.
No. Okay. Okay. First off.
I thought it was your topic. I
Yeah.
thought
No.
you had
Okay. But
watched
here's the thing. Like, because like I love the MCU and I like how everything
Yeah.
like
So you think it's
connects.
gonna mess up the MCU?
And so yeah, I think it's gonna.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's
I
cool,
really
and I
don't.
think like the WandaVision is like the connection. Like that's
I
how they're
haven't seen it.
gonna
I haven't
incorporate
seen
them.
it.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you is like
Okay, cool.
that's how they're gonna incorporate. There's a lot of theories about that,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
my thing was like, dang, like now I have to go watch the 9 movies of X-Men.
is more than 9.
See, now I have to go waste my time on.
Waste
Yeah. Okay.
time.
Sorry. Okay. Okay.
No, the truth is there are 3 good X-Men movies, and they're Logan, Deadpool 1, and Deadpool 2.
There's a Deadpool 2?
Yeah. Deadpool 2 is an astounding movie.
It's really
It's
good.
With
really
Ryan
dang
Reynolds,
good.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Ryan
Okay.
Reynolds, yeah.
See, I like Deadpool 1. I have a story about
The
Deadpool.
problem with X-Men is it was its own trilogy and was an alright enough trilogy, excluding the finale. And then they wanted to like do a reboot based in like the 1900s. It starts in the 70s, ends in the 90s. But they saw the MCU and they're like, oh, we want to do that too. We want to make everything connected. And so they did Age of Apocalypse. So they had to go back and like retcon everything. They broke the entire lore, so it makes no sense. The timeline makes no sense. So the only way to watch the X-Men movies is in release order.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say this. I'll end the conversation with this. The only... Actually, that's a lie. Okay. The connection that I'm looking forward to the most, I think, is Deadpool and then Venom. I want to see how they interact Venom into that, because that was a really good movie, and I really do want to see.
That's interesting.
Is it Tom Hardy? Is that his name?
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
So
I really
we already
wanna see
know
it,
how it's going to interconnect. Tom Holland is allowed to appear in the Sony Venom
because he's Spider-Man, right?
movies. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not allowed to wear the MCU suit.
Oh.
They're not allowed to mention any MCU character names. So Spider-Man's the only character who can cross over.
That's That's cool,
Yeah.
though, because it's like different universes, right?
It's considered like adjacent. So the events that happen in Venom are can be referenced in the MCU, never directly, and the same the other way around. So the Venom verse can reference things that happen in the MCU. For example, in the new Morbius movie that's coming up, made by Sony, there's a spray painted wall with Spider-Man on it, and it says "murderer," something like that, probably referencing Far From Home, where he at the end he's revealed to have killed Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio.
Or made the whole
so
world.
excited.
Look how
Yeah,
nerdy we are. We're so
I'm
nerdy.
I'm so excited for the third movie.
Everybody's gonna be like, "Wow, this is the first podcast." Like, okay, we're nerdy. Okay, I'm sorry. We like comics.
Okay.
But
yeah, no. So I okay. I will bring this up.
Put that down. Cause the sun a little bit.
This?
No.
Oh, this?
Yeah. It's in my face. There you go. Oh, mucho better.
Ooh, nice. I will say this. Kind of breaking. Well, not the fourth wall. We are talking to the fourth wall.
Yeah, we're.
But like, I will say this. This is definitely a conversation we would have
on a regular basis.
on a regular basis.
It is.
But it does feel a little bit weird having a camera. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
no, this is not.
Yeah.
This is not normal.
Well, I guess the pressure of being on camera is helping me speak a little more eloquently, because like everyone knows I stumble on my words. I stumble on my words a lot.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Yeah, no, man, that's the one thing about like filming anything or like doing anything is like,
You try to be the best.
well, it's just like naturally you can do it, but then like the moment a camera or microphone is like on you, you're just
There's
like,
that pressure.
You tend to.
I don't know, but yeah.
What's on your guys' mind?
Okay, I actually have some. Let's address like the podcast. Like what is it? What's the point?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that.
I feel like
during,
that's
this whole...
pretty. Like
Okay.
kind of like what we want out of it and stuff like that.
Would you like to speak on that behalf of that?
Yeah,
topic?
let me check if it's still running real quick.
Check if you can see like. Do you guys see this like dust, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you
it's
see the
still
dust in the
recording.
camera? Because that's gonna be really weird. Like,
No,
It's
fine.
probably too
It's
small.
Fine. It's too small. It's
okay,
too
all
far.
right, cool. So like, Hector, what is this podcast? Takes out book and notes.
Well, we did write a little bit of notes, but
We did.
basically,
This is scripted, by the way.
all right. So, this is completely scripted. Everything
Yeah.
we've said is 100% scripted. All the genius writing of the man himself, Czar.
What?
Yeah, it's all Czar's writing. No, but
What is?
it's
Yeah.
we didn't really talk to Czar about. So I guess we can kind of have this conversation. Is
I'm interested to see.
Well, like what?
Czar-
So what do you want out of the podcast?
Yeah.
Because we talked about it a little bit, and kind of realize that like our intentions are selfish to an extent.
Really selfish.
In the thing that like we're kind of bored.
Very bored.
And it's something to do, and it's a creative outlet for us to do, and yeah. I mean, to be honest, sitting around and talking isn't that creative.
No, it's
but
like throwing it out there to others that we. I mean,
maybe it's a start to us doing
something more
short films or something like that. Yeah. It's just something for us to.
Or like I wanted to start doing vlogs, like I mentioned the other day. You know.
See, I don't know how I feel about vlogs.
Well, I don't think we're that crazy to have.
I think we can make
our lives. Our lives aren't that interesting.
I think we make our lives uninteresting, if I'm being honest.
Well, yeah, because we can.
I know I do.
Because you said let's go to the beach, and I was like, I don't want to drive to the beach.
Oh my gosh!
Hey,
honestly, if you want, after we shoot this, we can go.
So. Yeah, it was all selfish. Like I said, we were performing arts kids, and we miss like the audience.
Performing,
and this is like
we love the attention.
Yeah, we crave attention.
We can't live without the attention. So
this is a good outlet to get that attention from y'all.
Maybe eventually,
we'll move to a location.
I think if a lot of people start watching this, I don't know, maybe like 100 people, we might buy mics or something like that.
If we get 100 subscribers, we will buy.
In the next, you have 24 hours to get 100 subscribers, or else we won't buy.
As of 5/11, wait, never mind, that was bad. Because it's not going to be released today. You have 24 hours from when this is released to subscribe. If we get 100 subscribers, we will purchase
mics, and we'll up
quality
the
mics.
We'll up the quality
because this is.
But anyways,
this is awesome.
Going back to where we were.
Why'd you want to be on this? Because you were so down. Yeah. Like when I texted you, you
Honestly,
were like down.
I don't know. It's because I'm not doing anything right now other than like running my side gig.
Interesting.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Well, it's not all that crazy. I guess it's like my brother and I own an online store where we sell Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic the Gathering cards. It's popping right now.
Well, yeah, because a lot of people are selling those right now, right?
Yeah, Pokemon cards are selling like crazy. Last week, they made like $800.
Dang.
I'm splitting that 50-50 with my dad, though.
And Nathan, right?
No, not Nathan. Nathan, so the way we're splitting the cards...
I broke our rule. I broke our rule.
Die!
Die.
The way we were splitting our money is that whoever provides the product, I'm splitting with them.
I was going to do that. Wait, what?
Yeah, so when my brother brings me his cards to sell, I split the profit with him. And
so
especially because we've invested together, we buy the cards together. Whereas my dad, I made an agreement with him. I'll sell his old collection for 50% profit.
So really nice collection.
So if I come across this amazing rare Pokemon card and I give it to you,
I'll split with you.
But you have to come across an amazing rare Pokemon.
I can make that happen. I can make that happen. That's actually really cool. Mm-hmm. What's the website called?
It's called TCGplayer.com. Yeah.
If you're interested in buying Pokemon cards, hit my boy up. He got some really nice Pokemon cards.
He's got some cards. He's up his sleeve.
He'll sell you the whole thing for 2 Gs.
No. Now that I've seen the value even more, it's going to be more than 2.5 Gs. That's what I offered to your boss.
Wait. One card? Or the whole set?
The whole set.
He wanted the whole binder.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah, the whole binder. It's a lucrative business right now. Like if you had Pokemon cards, first edition Pokemon cards, like, oh man, you can get a lot of money. Especially if they're graded. Have you thought about getting them graded?
We're nerds.
No, I haven't. I don't have anything that valuable.
Is that like laminating them? But like the cards?
No. So there's this grading scale. It's called PSA.
Oh, you said graded.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they'll look at the quality because you can have a mint condition card, and that only means like there's no breaking on the edges, there's no major scratches, but every time you pull the card out of a brand new pack, there is a certain like quality that is there that's nearly invisible to the average consumer. But when you're looking at collectors, there's every little thing. Is there like a tiny manufacturing scratch? Is it almost invisible but not quite invisible? and I don't know exactly the scale. Only that 10 is the highest.
You
Yeah,
lost me
so
at consumer.
it's 0 to 10, or is it 1
Is
to
it
10?
maybe?
Anyways, the 10 is the highest, and I know in the world of Pokemon that there's only 2 perfects. So PSA 10 and like, what is it, perfect or whatever?
I don't know.
There's a grade above PSA 10 where it's like, it is so, I think it's pristine is what the PSA is. And there's only 2 in the world, and there's one guy that has both of them.
For
In the
Charizard.
world. Yeah, they're both Charizard. Oh, it's just for Charizard?
No, it's because like there are multiple higher qualities for different cards.
But are they pristines?
Yeah. Like you showed me the video with Logan Paul. He had the PSA 10 Blastoise.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other dude, he had like all of those Charizards.
All those, yeah. That's crazy.
Have you guys ever been to an escape room?
I haven't. I
It's
want to
really
try
fun.
one.
It's
I wanna
really
try
fun.
one. Yeah.
I've done 2. I escaped 1. I was so close to escaping the first one.
They sell escape room boxes at like Target and Walmart and stuff like that.
Really?
You can make your
Like
own
you make
escape
your
room.
own?
Yeah.
Well, the first one, I think it's cool just to like, and they're not that bad. They're like, it depends on how many people you
I think it would just
take.
be more fun to do an actual escape.
Yeah, like the first one, it was just us 2, so we paid, a good amount of money. We paid like, I think it was 45, no, like $50 each.
It's not
That's
bad.
it's not
That's
bad.
not bad.
But the second one, there was like 4 of us, so we all paid like $20-$30.
It's
But it's cool. Yeah, like you get to choose. Different locations, different companies have their, their different story and themes. But I did a Stranger Things one. That was pretty cool. I got out of that one.
Where is this at?
It was in
on the
LA.
beach? In the LA?
Yeah, it was in LA.
LA,
That
yeah.
one was in. It was I don't know. It was right next to Long Beach or Santa Ana, something like that, around there. But yeah, they're cool. I suggest it. I recommend it. It's not suggest. It'd be perfect for like random dancing to just pop up and like we just start random dancing like iCarly. You know? Random dancing. I've been watching iCarly recently.
Number 2 on USA Today.
Really?
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago. or
Only
something.
because of Spencer and Tebow. They made
Tebow,
But
he's
do-
crazy.
He's. Have you seen? Do you remember when he with the donuts?
I didn't watch it.
Okay, you never watched iCarly?
Not really. Like,
Okay,
not to the
so-
point where
When
I'm
he
like,
puts the
oh,
donuts
yeah.
on the stick.
On the stick,
sideways.
yeah, sideways.
Sideways.
So he sells. What is it called? Like
He sells like tacos on a stick.
at his store. So he works at like the smoothie place, right?
Uh-huh.
And he like iCarly and Sam and Freddie, they'll go there to go just drink smoothies, just hang out, like kind of like a Starbucks,
Yeah.
And so he comes up and he's like advertising his own stuff, like he's selling like
He
tacos
always has
on a
food
stick.
on a stick.
Yeah,
It's always on a
Food on
stick.
a
and the tacos were hard shell tacos
On a stick.
on a stick,
No.
and like donuts on a stick.
stick.
And you know how donuts already have a hole?
Yeah.
He put them sideways, so he like stabbed the donut.
That actually sounds better. Like to eat, because think about it this way, right? Let's say let's say you put it through the hole. The moment you take a bite into one of them, it's gonna fall off. If it's sideways, it won't fall off. So he's
Okay,
actually
no,
a
he has a
genius.
point.
He's actually a
No,
genius.
Because you aren't. He's not handing them to you by the stick, like donuts on a stick.
No,
he
it's-
has one giant stick, and when you buy one, he takes it off the stick. And
Yeah,
hands it to
kind of like when you're at a concert and they have like
Oh.
cotton candy bags on a stick. They're like, But it does make sense the way, like, because when you were explaining that, I was
Yeah.
thinking like big stick, and then, sorry,
Big stick. Big
I was thinking of Slim Jims, like Slender, no,
Slender James.
Wait. Those already exist. They're called churros.
They do.
Is that what you were gonna say? Were you gonna suggest like a donut stick?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
So it just makes sense that he like stabbed the donut because he's pulling them off one by one. If he's gonna pull them, oh wait, never mind. Because he could just pull them on top. And
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
thinking he was gonna rip the donut and like everything falls.
Have you
need
heard
to
the
find a new
story
co-host.
about Tebow in Mexico, in Cancun?
What?
Yeah. So
Wait, like in real
The
life?
actor.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So he auditioned for MTV.
Oh yeah, you told
So-
us about
yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude's absolutely freaking crazy. They reject him. So he decides to go to Cancun and do it anyways.
When MTV's
Like the week after, he just walked in there, said he was part of MTV, and started hosting as the DJ. And they just let him do it because he said he was with MTV.
That's awesome.
And then he got iCarly.
Yeah, and then they wanted him.
And then they got him for iCarly.
Yeah,
That's
he went.
awesome.
He was with MTV before iCarly though.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he was actually not going to be in the episode of iCarly where they had Michelle Obama on. And he said, "How the hell are you going to do the first black lady, the first black first lady,
Yeah.
and not
that's
have
right.
the only black guy in the show
On
on the
show.
show?"
On the show.
And he told that to Dan Schneider. He's like, "Shoot, you want to be in it?" He's like, "Hell yeah, I want to be in it. That's the first lady."
And then he hits on her in the
Does he
episode.
really?
He hits on her. Yeah.
That's so funny.
He's like, who's
I
your
have
friend?
no idea who you guys are talking about.
Tebow, dude. You need to watch iCarly. It's on Netflix.
I should
They
watch
have
that
season
guy.
1.
Yeah, he ended
through
up-
3, I think.
He ended up with Freddie's mom, huh?
Yeah, he did. I think he did. Which
I mean,
is so
everyone
weird.
ended
In
up with
real
Freddie's
life?
mom. I feel like
Wait, in real life?
No. the character.
No. Like the character, like Tebow.
Ended up with Freddy's.
no, but I feel like everyone fooled around with Freddie's mom.
You think Spencer fooled around with like Freddie's mom?
He did.
Did he really?
Yeah.
In the show?
Like it's inferred that
What
he.
is this show? And this is a kid's show?
It's the Dan Snyder show, dude.
Yeah, it's the Dan Schneider show.
Have you seen Drake
he
and
got
Josh? You got canceled. You did. Canceled.
Did he really?
Yeah, I think he got
Okay,
arrested, right?
there was a lot.
Why?
No, he wasn't arrested. A lot of like allegations came out around him, sexual assault, I think, or harassment, and everyone started to notice this pattern where he'd make like very, very overtly foot fetish sort of references in his
There's a
in
lot
all
of
his
feet
TV
stuff
shows.
in his shows.
Yeah,
There's a lot of feet, like yeah.
he made Kat in Victoria Justice's show. What was it called? Victorious.
Victorious.
Duh. He had her suck her own toe.
Yeah.
I remember there was like spaghetti feet in iCarly, something like that.
No, it was I think you're thinking of like spaghetti tacos, but they did do something on their bit where it was like something with their feet.
Yeah, no, it happened over and over.
And then there's a
over
video that just came out. I think I saw it on Twitter where what's it called? He's like hugging Carly,
Mhm.
and she's like, or Miranda
Super
Cosgrove, and she's like you could tell she's super uncomfortable, and he just like hugs her, and she kind of like walks away. Like the conversation's done, she walks away, and he's just like whatever. But like you could tell like he's a little creep. Like I don't know.
I don't know if it was a joke or not, but like a while ago, Jeanette McCurdy released a video on like, I think it was her Instagram. It was like her having a mental breakdown, and she was saying like, "You did this to me, Dan."
Oh wow, that's scary.
Was it, didn't this is kind of related, but didn't is it Filthy Frank or Joji? Filthy Frank make a song?
About that.
Yeah, Nickelodeon Girls.
Yeah, Nickelodeon Girls.
What?
Yeah.
There's a song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a show called Nickelodeon Girls.
Do you think
It's a straight banger.
Do you think Nickelodeon was better than Disney Channel? Like in our time?
Absolutely.
I think the shows like Drake and Josh.
So I'll be honest. I watched Nickelodeon when I was a kid,
Yeah,
and I
then
watched Disney Channel
when you
as an
grew up.
adult.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you were growing up. That's
Yeah.
what happened to me. I started off
Like-
as a Nickelodeon baby. Look at that butterfly.
That's
It's
a
a
moth.
moth.
That looked like a butterfly.
I mean, it is. A
I mean, they're
butterfly.
so similar.
Scientifically, I do
Is-
not know.
Yeah. Well, okay. Anyways, like I used to watch on Nickelodeon. Like, what started off as a baby? Like, I used to watch Oswald. You guys remember Oswald?
Yeah, the octopus.
Yeah. Do you remember? I'm gonna bring some memories back into your brain right now.
Oswald the octopus.
Oswald. Yeah. And then he had like this little wiener dog. I think it was a wiener dog.
Okay,
such a
okay,
chill
that,
show.
that sounds familiar, but okay, here there's a show that I used to watch as a kid, and it wasn't until like I think I got into high school that people started saying, "Oh yeah," but it was a show called Chalk.
Chalk Zone.
What?
You're the one that
Yeah.
Okay,
Chalk
so I
Zone?
had asked everyone in my entire life. There's a show about this kid, and he has chalk, and he can like draw a circle, and he can like go through it almost like.
I remember that. Oh,
yeah, and
I don't think I've ever
and-
watched it, but I remember.
And I used to watch that. I loved that show. and I tried searching for it on YouTube.
And then
Blah
and
blah
it
blah.
never came up?
Nothing. And I think I saw like Chalk Zone, and I was like, no, that's not it.
Wait,
But and then
is it kind of like
it
comic
goes-
booky?
yeah, and it,
Oh,
the
yes,
theme
okay.
song is like chalk.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's the one. But anyways, I wanted to bring that up because
That show got
if
dark.
you guys have if you guys have seen that show, like, say something, because
Please.
I thought I was the only one on planet Earth who watched that show.
Do you remember that show? It was like with the robot, like Life of a Teenage Robot. I think it was called Life of a
that was the
Teenage.
name.
Oh well, answered my own question. What's another show? And then Disney Channel shows. I mean, they were lit. Like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Kim Possible, a classic.
Cat Dog.
Cat Dog,
Cat
dude.
Dog.
Cat Dog. Roly Poly Oly. Did you guys ever watch that? Roly Poly Oly,
Dude,
dude.
did you watch the? I don't know if I have it anymore, but my favorite Roly Poly Oly movie was the one with the Space Invaders, and they're like pirates.
Well, I don't remember
they
the
come.
movies, but I remember like the show
It's Roly Poly Oly.
on Disney on Disney Junior or something like that.
Roly Poly Oly.
And then Jimmy Neutron was awesome. I love Jimmy Neutron. You know he was voiced by a girl?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that.
I know that.
And Timmy Turner too was
Did
voiced
you-
by a girl.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Did you know that? Have you guys ever seen what's it called? Little Rascals? The
Yes. Yeah.
movie? Okay, you know, that's a girl.
No.
Yeah.
Is she really a girl?
Yeah.
Uh-huh's a girl.
Yeah, it's a girl. I think it's because they couldn't get any like boys to say the big words that they needed to say.
You know, I watched that.
Oh,
at your house.
because
yeah,
at the
you know,
end
you
he
know at the
talks,
end where
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, actually, I have a rather extensive vocabulary,
I
not
like
to
how
mention
you
a phenomenal grasp for grammar.
That's a girl.
And yeah,
They did really good.
I learned. My sister told me that.
What's the number for 911? How should I know?
I love that. I love that
Right
so
in front of
much.
the fire department.
I know. Let's go. They're so good.
I think my favorite-
Alpha Switzer, I hereby sentence you to execution at dawn.
Did you guys ever watch Little Bill?
Yes.
What's that?
I used to have a Little Bill like doll,
Mm-hmm.
and Bill Cosby's like.
It was,
Don't make fun of me.
it was Bill Cosby
Don't
as a little kid.
Don't judge little Julian, okay?
Bill Cosby.
Yeah. What do you think his intentions were with that show? Like after all the allegations,
I don't
and
know.
him being
I
canceled.
don't think he had any intentions with that. He'd always had like the presentation of being this family-friendly character. It's just that he made a lot of mistakes. He did a lot of. He was just a terrible person.
on the inside.
Yeah, but he was still trying to sell a product. You know.
He's still making money.
I don't think there was anything hidden in Little Bill. I haven't watched it in like.
Well,
nearly
they don't
20
release
years.
it ever since his like allegations and stuff.
I hadn't
They
watched
don't
in
release
years.
it. Like it won't come on TV, and that's why I'm like, is there something
Dang.
like wrong with the show? Like you know what I mean? Like something
Yeah.
hidden, or is it just because it's his show like that he created? You know, so they're just gonna cancel all his work.
There's stuff like that. Like, did you ever watch Invader Zim?
No, I wasn't. That was on Cartoon Network, right?
No, it was Nickelodeon.
It was Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Nickelodeon.
well,
Honestly, I think Cartoon Network's better than both.
I wasn't a Cartoon
Yeah.
Network fan.
Well, I didn't get Cartoon Network until my family
wasn't.
got
What?
DirecTV when I was like 10.
I don't know.
Bum, bum, bum.
See, I don't know.
Ba-na.
Like the only show I liked, I
That
think
was
on
when
Cartoon
regular show
was
came
cartoon was what am I
I'll
trying
spit
to-
them off. Regular show.
See, I didn't
Adventure
care for it.
Time.
Adventure. No, I didn't care for Adventure Time.
I was like,
it.
I'm about to rattle them off. Regular show, Adventure Time.
No, that's
What's the fish? The fish one?
Fish?
Hooks.
That was on Disney. Fish Hooks is on Disney Channel, and that was a
You're right.
bacon slapper.
No, you know what? I watched Boomerang all the time because they had the classic cartoons like Johnny Bravo. They had
I watch Kids
Huckleberry
WB
Hound.
too.
Was Ben 10
Kids
on
WB.
Nickelodeon?
Saturday morning cartoons on Kids,
Kids
WB.
WB,
Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon.
Yes.
And then they had Dragon Ball, but they always changed it on Dragon
And then
Ball.
Family Feud.
Oh, okay, Steve Harvey.
Hey,
Hey, I watch Jeopardy every day. Okay, this is gonna sound nerdy,
No,
right?
no.
what is Julian?
There was nothing quite like getting home. Dad and Mom get home. It's 5 o'clock. We change the TV to watch Simpsons, and then Jeopardy,
And then Wheel of Fortune.
In Wheel of Fortune.
And then
Not in that order.
It is in that order.
Is it?
Yeah, Jeopardy starts at 7.
Are you sure?
No,
I
yeah.
thought Wheel of Fortune happened before Jeopardy.
No, Jeopardy starts at 7 p.m. and Wheel of Fortune starts at 7:30.
Okay.
And then at 8, it's usually like Mondays are like The Bachelor, Bachelorette. Tuesdays, I don't know. And then Wednesdays is like The Masked Singer or The Masked Dancer, I think.
That's actually a pretty interesting show.
The Masked Singer was. The Masked Dancer
I thought it was going to be gimmicky, but I watched that one and
the first season was pretty cool.
It's just interesting enough that I'm like, who is that man under the mask?
I get it.
Okay, you guys want to hear? You mentioned The Sims. No, I'll save that.
Whoa.
I'll save that for later.
We're saving it for later. Yeah, but I watch Jeopardy almost every day when I can. My uncle started. He got like my family into it. Where like,
peace, Alex.
Jeopardy.
yeah, rest in peace. Can we put this put that in at the end?
Yeah, it'll
And
be
then-
like
and then
in memory of.
And then the more you know music,
Yeah.
his face.
So my uncle, when we'd go over to his house like on weekends, and then, like there was nothing to watch, he'd put on Jeopardy because he recorded them. And so he was like, "All right, this is what we do. Whoever answers the questions correctly, you get a point. And then at the end, I think what's the end? Like bonus Jeopardy or whatever?
Yeah, bonus Jeopardy.
Bonus Jeopardy, that's 3 points, right? And he's like, but you guys aren't going to beat me, because I'm a freaking champ. Like, he's like, no biggie, And so I beat him that day. And he was like, oh, you cheated. And I was like, okay, so we did another one. And, everybody's, it's 10 of us going at it. And then I beat him again. And so, that's a thing that we do now. My family, we got it from
Jeopardy?
him. We play Jeopardy, basically.
That's awesome.
And so, there was one time not too long ago, I went to his house. We were over there, Sunday night. And he put on an episode, but it was recorded. And I thought he hadn't seen it.
He played you.
He played me hard.
You.
And he even said,
no.
out loud, because everybody else heard that. He's like, I've already seen this. He said it for everybody to hear.
Yeah.
And I was so focused on the question that I was like, shut up. And and I got that right. And then, yeah, he beat me.
I smoked you.
I think it was 10 to 3. And yeah, and then he was like, oh, I just want to let you know that I've already seen this. And I was so mad. I was like, play another one right now. And I ended up losing that one too. But yeah, we watch Jeopardy almost every day when we can. It's a good show. Rip Alex Trebek. He was the homie. He got me through it,
Oh man.
Yeah, I remember
awesome.
there were always these shows on Cartoon Network and Kids WB that were trying to become the next Pokemon in Yu-Gi-Oh! There was Gormiti. I think it was Cartoon Network.
I was never really...
Bakugan. Bakugan kind of kept it for a bit,
Hey,
though.
Bakugan was fun to play.
Yeah,
though.
Bakugan
I played
was
it like
fun.
marbles. I just tried to. What we would do is we would set up because they had the magnet.
Are
cards.
those the little things where you throw it at the magnet cards and
Yeah,
the little
opens up.
sphere opens up?
Yeah.
I had 2 of those, never knew how to play. Because I never watched the shows. I didn't really care for them.
I had.
I wasn't a big Pokemon fan.
I don't know if we ever played it right.
Yeah, I know for sure we didn't. Nathan and I read the rule books front and back. We hosted a tournament at Marcos's house for one of his birthdays too. So he had a mat and all of the Bakugan you could think of.
Marcos?
That's a lot of
Yeah.
name drops right there.
Dang.
Dang.
Well, we already said Nathan.
Yeah.
We
can.
As long
I'm
as we
certain
don't-
Marcos will be a guest at some point.
We
Yeah.
should.
Marcos is a short boy with blue hair, perfect vision,
Blue hair. He's a hedgehog.
but he has
4'8".
vision. So that's who Marcos is. Okay. Should we explain No, huh?
What?
We'll cut that out.
What?
Name drops.
Name drops.
Yeah,
should
no,
we
we'll
explain?
just blank it out.
We'll just blank it out. Yeah.
I feel like name drops could be juicy. You know what I mean? And I think that's why we avoid them.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is the more we don't mention people's names,
the less we're gonna have.
I think the more juicy people will be like, ooh,
Okay.
Well, I
okay.
think when we
Yeah,
get down to telling a story like that, we'll
You can make
start
up a name.
names. Yeah, we'll make up names.
like the day I got arrested.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember that day.
Yeah. So, anyways,
You got arrested?
Kids WV. Kids
See, you guys
WV.
are, no, I never tuned in to Kids WV, whatever.
Kids WV. No, I'm just kidding.
What about
They had Looney Tunes sometimes too.
They did have Looney Tunes. I know that they had Looney Tunes. Like, what about? I'm missing it.
Ow. Oh.
PBS. Did you guys ever watch PBS?
Yes.
Yeah, I loved PBS Kids.
Caillou.
What was it? There was a one show. It was Puppet Lions, and they would like teach reading.
And yeah, and the lion had glasses.
Between the Lions, I think.
I don't. Between the lions.
That's really good fun.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Between the lines. Oh, that's so good.
It was a really, really dang good show for like literature.
Children.
Of the corn.
Yo, one time I was driving home. We're driving home, like from home into town, and there was like, I kid you not, like 30 kids mobbing, and be like, and you know how. I swear.
And Julian's just like,
I was driving. You know, okay, you know, like where I live, and then like where I live, and then there's like that big lot.
Mm-hmm.
They were just like, there was 30 kids with their scooters, their bikes. They were just mobbing. I was like driving, and I was like what's going on? And so I stopped. I pulled aside, and I was like, "Yo, you good?" And they're like, "What?" And I was like, "Are you guys okay?" Like, I don't know why I stopped. I just felt like the need to. I felt like being a dad,
like
you know.
mother. Oh.
Why would I feel like a mother?
I don't know. You saw a bunch of hooligans and you got
scared.
and you were like, "Hey, should I call the cops?"
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, everything code 4," and then they were like, police terms. Anyways, all you police out there, hopefully everything's code 4. Yeah, and I was like, "Yo, you good?" And this little kid was like, "Keep driving, old man." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Who raised these kids?" Yeah, they said, "Keep driving, old man."
Nobody. The streets raised them.
The streets.
The streets raised them.
The streets raised.
Oh, man. A bunch of hooligans.
No, I saw this Twitter post. It was like corner stores really see kids grow up from chips and soda to blunts and alcohol.
Dang, that's not true though. As long as like that person or the owners work the cash, like that, you know.
Yeah. Some of the stores are like owned by the same people.
Like bodegas.
Years, yeah.
Bodegas are cool.
What were we talking? Oh, Children of the Corn. How do you guys feel about scary movies? Can you watch scary movies? Do you enjoy scary movies?
I don't enjoy scary. Okay,
I don't enjoy scary movies.
Okay, so I enjoy the storyline. Okay, like, I can't sit down and watch them and be, like enjoy them because I won't watch them. Like I can hear it and then I'll get like scared for the rest of like the week and I think I'm gonna get possessed. But like I can't sit down and like there's a lot of people that can sit down and enjoy them and watch them any time of the day by themselves, and I can't do that. Like at least horror movies and like
just be completely fine.
Okay, so like paranormal stuff I can't do, but like murderers and like.
But that's real. That stuff can happen.
But like, I grew up watching First 48 a lot.
What's that?
Like, it's basically a show where like somebody gets murdered and like the police.
Oh, in the first 48 hours.
Yeah, they have to solve.
That's when the crucial time is to solve a murder or even a kidnapping or anything like that.
Yeah.
First 48 hours are important.
So like that doesn't affect me, but like, or serial killers is scary. They creep me out.
That scares me.
Like watching like a documentary, like the Silent Stalker or like the Night Stalker. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that?
No.
It's on Netflix. I recommend watching it.
Is it the one that's in LA?
Yes.
I was just watching it last night.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So horror is really weird with me because it's like I hate jump scares. Like I hate the living crap out of them, but and that's always like deterred me from horror. But then I just played like the best horror video game with my brother. He made me go through it, and I feel like I'm desensitized to all of it now. Like I still don't like jump scares because this game had no jump scares.
I like playing. Sorry, go ahead.
But he told me there was one in the game, so it was always on edge. So it was always there. That suspense was still there, and so I was always prepared for it. But by the end of this journey, because of how well written it was, I was invested. Like I wanted to keep going because it was a mystery too.
I think I was traumatized as a kid. Go ahead.
So I think. Okay, so.
I need to breathe.
I like playing horror games to an extent. I like thrillers. Because
this is thriller.
Yeah, I like thrillers, but I I can't do like scary movies. Like it's not enjoyable for me. Like it puts me in a state of fear that's not fun. Like Six Flags, love it. Roller coasters,
I can do that.
Love it. If we wanted to go skydiving right now, I'd probably pee my pants, but I'd love it.
Honestly,
like,
if
awesome.
I die skydiving, I'm okay. Like, I was happy.
I wasn't okay. I was
Just know that I was okay. Because, like, that's... I want to go skydiving. Anyways, I feel like I was traumatized.
But I feel like you can have your cake and eat it, too. I feel like you should be able to skydive and not die. Is that too much to ask? I don't know.
I mean,
maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, because you have to sign a form.
A waiver. That,
A waiver that, like, if you die, you can't sue the company.
You gotta do a little bit of research, like how many deaths.
I mean, who's gonna go to this creepy little place and say, yeah, you want to jump out of a plane? I can make that happen. You know?
I feel like those places are cheaper though, and that's why people do it.
Oh, is somebody really getting...
Not that they don't have the equipment. I think people just die because of like negligence one time. Because they're like, oh, I've done this so many times.
But like that means 2 people die because you have to go out with somebody.
Well, it's not even just negligence. So let's say you do everything right, your parachute can still get stuck.
Yeah, get stuck, and that's the thing. Like those 2,
and then you cut that one away, and you have one more parachute. And if that one gets stuck,
you're screwed.
You're screwed.
Well, you're not screwed. You're dead. But that means 2 people die because you're connected.
Tandem
to,
jumping, yeah.
I feel like they have. Too.
I feel like they have protocols though. If somebody's falling and like
plane swoops down,
and
catches them.
I feel like they have. I feel like they have protocols for like. They got it right, right? Or am I wrong?
I honestly don't think they can.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you're landing.
Let's say you're the last one to pull your chute.
Well,
then that's it. But what I'm saying is this is I feel like if somebody but then there's a weight limit because you can tear that chute if you put too much weight on that chute.
Yeah, so it's 2 bodies.
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is this is like us 3 parachute out, right?
Yeah.
I pull my chute first. Goes out. It's tangled. I cut it, but I don't have an extra chute.
You're dead.
Do you guys still
I can
have
go
your
swoop
chutes?
you.
Can you catch me? Like, can you catch
me?
I mean,
if I haven't deployed mine yet, maybe.
But is your parachute rated for that? Because I'm pretty sure, like, if it's too heavy.
Because I
feel like they have to.
We all have 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can
you
just
can
give
deploy
my
both.
You can't give me.
You can deploy both.
If I zip down.
No, that's not how it works. So the way parachute works are it's in one bag. You have a main chute and an emergency chute. So that chute goes.
So yeah.
And then if that one gets tangled or whatever, you can cut away at it. That goes flying. And you have this emergency chute. Did you see that? How I got my arm around you? That's perfect explanation for a girl. You're just like sitting there like, yeah, the parachute, it just goes.
The best chance then is to have someone else in a plane with the extra parachutes to jump down.
Yeah, okay. That's crazy.
Well,
That's so crazy. That's crazy.
I mean,
but there are people who've jumped like 2,000 times and like never had a problem.
Yeah.
Well, those people are loved by God.
They're also masochists.
Man. But yeah, no. So like stuff like that, high adventure
in the air,
rock climbing, mountain biking, just stuff like that. What was it?
It was like a little
bug. Stuff like that.
Hakuna Matata.
Getting scared by bugs in the windows, stuff like that. That's scary. That's awesome to me. But like adrenaline rushes. Like,
I love adrenaline rushes, but like jump
horror
scare
movies.
Because it's not adrenaline
horror
for me.
games
or
thriller games are a little bit exciting to me just because I have that adrenaline. I'm like going, but no, I don't really like simulated fear.
So for
like real fear.
For grad night, we went to Universal, right? And you know how Universal has the Walking Dead attraction where you walk in?
Yeah.
It was like 30 of us.
It was not scary at all. Did you go through that?
Okay, I love The Walking Dead.
Did you get scared?
I almost crap my pants.
Legitimately?
It's not scary, but it's too loud. I don't like going in there. I've been in there once.
I've been in there twice, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's telling me to breathe.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Apple Watch?
So we all, and it's like 30 of us, and Daniel and I are in the front, and we're like, okay, we got this, because it's like 30 of us, you know. We had to.
You're cool.
You were cool, you know. No biggie, right? So we walk up, like we actually go in, and the first zombie just like hits it, and like you can see him, the lights flash, you know, making the effect, and we're like, ah, and we like run back and we push the line because there's a line, and the worker's like, come on guys, if you're gonna go,
yeah.
And so I want to say his name so bad. Jefferson is with all the girls because all the guys, like even like, and I'm saying like couple wise,
yeah,
just left their girlfriends
because they were so scared.
We started running, like, and I for one, like I'm one of them, like, and they were all hugging Jeff, and like Jeff was just like, hey guys, hey to the zombies. He almost touched the zombie, and the worker was like, don't touch him, but yeah, like. And so I knew where the zombies were going to come out of because I've been through that one when, like, before.
Yeah.
I still was, like...
Scared.
I was...
See, I went through that, and I don't know if it was just a bad day or whatever. Because you were with me.
I've only went through once, and it was with high school, with ROP.
Yeah. Oh, with ROP Multimedia. Okay. Well, I remember it was me and a couple other people, and they were like, come on, let's go. I was like, I just don't like it. I'll wait for you guys outside. And
so you succumb to peer pressure, is what I'm hearing.
And they were like, no, come on, like, come on. I was like, all right, whatever. So we get in line, and like, I'm freaked out, like I am, and everyone else is like, oh, come on, you'll be fine. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Once we got into the ride, everyone that was fine got freaked out. And I was cool. Like, yeah. I was like, this isn't that scary. It's really not that scary. It's cool. Like, don't get me wrong. It's pretty cool. I've only been... Okay, one time I went to this haunted house that was, like, kind of, like... It was, like, at an RV park or something like that. They were, like, throwing. And that was scary. I remember I went in with one of my buddies, and we walked through, and there was a guy with a chainsaw, and we ran so fast that we skipped like 2, because there was like, it would be like scary person and then like somebody that would like talk to you, like a witch or whatever. She like talk to you, you know. And so it was like you had to like stop at like certain places. We ran through like 2 of those stops and we just booked it. Like, we didn't look behind us like at all. We're just
well, that was
we
us.
looked back and then we're like, oh, he's not following us anymore. Okay, cool. Like, we had ran so far.
That was
like,
us inside the attraction. And it's so small. Like, everybody's walking in a line. But we were, like, scattering. Like, it was horrible. Right. And it was bad. That's awesome. I've never been to a haunted house because I know I won't be able to handle it. Like, that's just... that. I know my limits.
I can't. Yeah. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. That's how much I don't like it.
I mean, since last week, I have changed my, like, opinion on horror. I'd like to see where I am at now.
We will make a haunted house
because,
for you.
I don't know, nothing sticks with me.
I don't get Julian. It's like cardboard boxes.
I don't get nightmares. I don't get nightmares. Never have. I don't think I ever will.
I had one dream. I died in that dream, and then I walked into like my house, and there was this little kid. Like, I didn't recognize him, but I was dead, right? And he was talking to me, and I was like, wait, you can see me? He's like, yeah, we could all see you. And then I saw my dad. And I was like, can you see me? He's like, yeah, we can see you. But, like, I died. And I'll tell you, like, it started off, I was at a fast trip, right? Mm-hmm. And then there was just people were shooting. So, like, it was like the fast trip here in town. Mm-hmm. And I was like, come on. Like, I grabbed the old lady cashier. Like, and I was like, come on, like, you got to follow me, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, no, I'm going to go out this way. And so she gets shot. And I was like,
stupid old lady.
I know. I was like, but here's the thing. She comes back in the dream too, which is trippy. So I exit, and like, you know, in town where the fast trip is, like right by the storage, there's like those little bushes, you know. So I jumped over those bushes because somebody was shooting at me, and when I hit the floor, it was glass. It was the top of a building, and I fell like. And it was like a tall building, so I fell through the glass, like I broke it.
That's awesome.
And I landed. I landed in the lobby, and I broke my neck. How I landed, and I died there and then. Right.
I'm sorry, but that's awesome.
It's pretty cool. Like, my dream was okay, but
dope. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't at the time, but so I after that, it goes into like the street of where Fast Trip is.
Mhm.
Everybody, kind of like the Derby parade.
Mhm.
You know, like
Mhm.
people were there like cheering and stuff. We were driving. I was in the driver's seat, and the old white lady was right next to me, the one that got shot that I tried to save. She was right next to me in the passenger seat, and like everybody was waving. Like it was like I was driving through my own, like it was like a funeral type thing. And so at the very end of that street,
So you both died.
we
Yeah,
both died.
yeah,
But
yeah.
at the very end of that street, the car, like it flies up, kind of like in Grease, like at the end of the movie when they fly up. And then that's when it cuts to me walking into my house, and me saying like, "Hey, like, can you see me?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can see you. We've seen you for a while now." And like I woke up there and then, and I started crying, and my mom was getting ready for work, and this was like, I think like 4th grade, and I was like she was like, "What's wrong?" And the first thing I asked her is, "Am I alive?" Like that's how tripped out I was. And yeah,
I remember one time I got shot in my dream, and I was like, so I got shot in my dream. I'm laying out on the floor. There's like people walking over me, and then I wake up, and where I had got shot, I think I got shot here in my dream. My body had responded like if I actually got shot, and this part of my body was so warm because my body was just pumping blood.
I've had that.
Yeah, it
I've
was just
had that.
pumping blood to where I got shot. It
Yeah.
was like, it was weird. It was the weirdest thing I'd ever experienced. But yeah,
I've had that
That's-
before in
that's
another dream.
Crazy. Though.
Yeah, I've had some weird
At
dreams.
4th grade, or not 4th grade? What did you say? 4 years old?
I was in 4th grade, and then I had
4th
another
grade.
one
It's crazy.
where I got shot and I felt the same thing, like the pressure, but I got shot in my head. So like I had like warmth in my head. It was really
Just sending blood to your head.
I
Yeah.
felt that, you know. Have you ever had a weird dream?
I've had weird dreams. I've never had a nightmare. Like,
What about like sleep paralysis?
no, never have.
I think
I'm lucky enough
So
not to have that. I know my dad has that sometimes.
sleep paralysis. No, I've never had.
So I'm crazy when it comes to sleep. I don't snore. I don't make
I
noises.
snore.
I don't move.
snore.
I don't. I can sleep in any light condition, really. I go to sleep when I want to. I wake up when I want to. No nightmares. It's strange. I have a superpower.
So like
Like,
say
I have what everyone wants.
say if you go to sleep at 3 in the morning, and you have to go in at work at 6 in the morning. Can you go to sleep for a cool nap and then wake up and be fine?
I'll wake up right on time.
Really?
Yeah.
So I have that problem. I mean, because like I know
Thing is-
I go out sometimes.
No matter what my sleeping pattern is, I will wake up by 7 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
Yeah.
I actually challenged my sister today. She's like, she came up to me, and she was like, "Do you want to challenge me?" I was like, "Okay." And she was like, "We have to wake up." She's like, "We have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning every day this week." And I was like, "You know what? Yeah, I will challenge you because like I want to start, being a little bit more
being
productive
better,
in my life
yeah.
and like, being a little bit more responsible with just life." And so I was like, "Yeah, I will." And she's like, "Okay, well, the loser has to shower the dog." And I was like, that's it. I was like, I'm waking up at 10 tomorrow. I was like, but yeah, so I have to wake up at 5:30 tomorrow, which is okay, because I do that every day. Like when I go into work at 6, I do that. I wake up at 5 and I'm able to do that. But on my days off, I'll still have my alarm at 5, and I just won't. I think it's like mentally like, oh, I'm going to work, so I have to wake up. And then the next day is like, oh, I'm off, so I don't have to wake up. And like I don't end up waking up. I don't know. Mine is playing tricks on me.
So when it comes to horror, on top of not having nightmares, I can watch gore, and I'm fine with it. It doesn't mess with me.
Gore's like blood, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like real videos too. It won't mess with me.
Like real people getting
Yeah.
killed.
See, okay, over exaggerated fake stuff gets to me, and I don't know why.
Like Tarantino movies?
No. Like,
Tarantino
have
is
you
not
seen
allowed.
Have you seen Santa Clarita Diet?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen Santa Clarita Diet?
I don't know what that is.
It's like the mom turns into a zombie basically, and like
What?
so she turns into like a living zombie, and she starts like eating blood and stuff like that, and I've watched movies where like the gore is realistic, it doesn't bother me, but for some reason this show is like comedically gory, like to the point where it's like that's so fake, like it's just so fake, but I almost vomited like watching it because it was just so disgusting. I don't like.
I get
I don't
that.
understand, but like.
Well,
yeah.
I know someone. Well, my cousin actually. She's like completely fainted at the sight of her own blood. Like she cut herself, like Paul Blart, you know, in that movie when he barely cuts himself. She barely cut herself, and from like, I don't know what it was, and I was like, oh, like let me go get you a Band-Aid, and she looked at it and just, I was like,
oh no,
oh, and so every time I think she's like incident prone when she was like smaller, so she cut herself again, and I was like, don't look at your blood, and she's like, okay. And she was fine, but like the sight of blood
awesome.
just messes with her.
So
I don't know how she is now because she's like 16, but yeah.
But I have all these things. I should be like perfectly tuned to experience horror and be cool with it, walk away with it fine. I just hate jump scares.
Yeah, I don't like jump scares
But
either.
They-
Now that I've experienced this video game was called Silent Hill 2, largely like renowned as the best horror video game of all
Yeah,
time.
I've heard of Silent Hill. I've seen
Yeah.
some videos.
I think they made a board game out of it, didn't they?
They might have.
Yeah.
They really franchised
Yeah.
out after the third game. I
Yeah, the
think.
Ouija board. I'm just kidding. Not funny.
And it's just like, I want to see where I am at compared to other horror because this was different. This was a different kind of horror.
It hit different. You know
It
what I'm saying?
really
It
did.
different. It was another
I mean,
beast.
there was
Oh.
no
Man.
proper jump scares throughout the entire video game.
Uh-huh.
There were like things that were jump scary. The most scary thing that happened was like a glitch that happened in the game, because the game
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about
the game
that,
won't
yeah.
let you control the camera.
It won't.
No, it wants to take that control away from you. So it's more on the horror side of things, and it gives you like tank controls. And you know when you're playing a shooter and you're using a tank,
Yeah.
you press forward to walk forward.
Yeah.
If you press to the side, it'll turn your character.
Oh, and sometimes it doesn't let you.
Yeah, because the other stick is not used to control the camera most of the time.
Oh.
You have to press R because it's an old game. It's on the PS2.
I have the PS2. That's actually
have
my
PS2.
last console
That you bought.
that I ever.
That's so crazy to me, dude.
Dude.
Don't you have an Xbox?
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but I never used it.
Yeah, but
And
it's still.
Oh, actually, I lied. The Wii was my last console.
Timeline wise, that does not check out, does it?
the Wii came out like 2009, but it stopped selling like 2014.
Yeah.
But we're playing this game, and we're checking these hotel rooms. There's no lights in this entire hotel, and we can hear static whenever a monster's nearby because our radios pick up a signal these monsters are sending off.
Yeah.
And we turn the corner into the bathroom. All we can see is our silhouette because there's some light coming from us.
Yeah.
And around the corner is one of those monsters, but it's like glitching, so it's moving like back and forth
Oh, it's
around. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we both screamed. My brother and I were like, "Holy, what the fuck is that?"
Censored.
Oh, man,
Yeah, I can't
that's
do that.
crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, man.
No,
Alright.
the game is so atmospherically like beautiful in terms of what it tries to represent.
I want to flip the script here and just throw this random curveball at you guys. We've been talking about video games and horror and story time and cartoons and stuff like that. I want to get deep. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I'll ever get to the age of 80?
80?
80.
That's pretty realistic.
Yeah, it's pretty realistic.
But knowing me,
Yeah, for
Yeah,
your
of course.
really?
yeah for your body
Why would
type
you not?
probably.
That was a stupid question. I wasn't gonna ask that one.
Oh,
Ooh,
man.
car, what are we doing here?
I know. I was checking them out. They're going really slow.
They are going really slow. Shall I drive off?
We're just cruising.
Just cruising.
Trying not to get popped their tires.
If they start shooting at us, just go
Or at least
fly
we'll
off the
have,
mountain.
you know,
video evidence of
Yeah.
us getting shot in the face.
and somebody will take
Except this time you won't wake up and ask your parents, are you okay?
it. Well, that was deep. They came here to make out, watch.
100%.
They're stopping.
They're coming to come here.
Who is it?
I don't know.
And they're
Oh
driving.
no,
off.
it's an older couple.
They can make out still.
They can still.
Oh.
Old people don't do stuff like
So, Like, let's get deep.
Let's get a little bit deep here.
Introspective.
And
Introspective. Where does lice live? When it's
no,
not.
okay.
Somebody's
So
there.
it was.
Yo,
I said.
we-
So I said Hector because he was like, we can't talk politics. So I was like, okay, Hector. And I got this from my friend when I was working at Disney.
It made me think
And-
like
I got
still
this, yeah.
don't know. I didn't Google it.
I got this from my friend when I was working at Disney. She came up to me and she's like, "Are you pro lice?" And I was like, yeah. I was like, and so I asked.
That's what
Hector,
you asked me, yeah.
Are you pro lice? Are you pro lice? I just want to know.
No.
Are you pro lice?
Are you pro lice?
Comment down below. So we got to thinking, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, but like the thing is, like they're living organisms, like." And he was like, "Yeah, they live on your hair." I was like, "But where do they live if they're not on your hair?"
head.
Like right now, like yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
where are they living?
I'm sure there's somebody watching that's like knows a lot about lice, and they're just like,
Why would they know a lot about lice?
"You're right. Why would anyone know?"
So like, if you know, please comment because we really want to know. We've been thinking about this for
Where
quite a
does
while.
lice? You know what's funny is
I'm
that
just
we
gonna
could just
Google
Google
it.
it.
You just
Yeah,
Google
we just
it.
Google it.
But it just
But also,
That
I
would break
wanted.
the flow.
But also, I wanted to just be able to go up to people and be like, "Where does lice live?
where does
What
lice
is it on
live? Yeah,
your
no,
head?"
like how does it get to your head? That's my thing. It hops from like in schools. It hops from one person to another.
You think it's been like just been transferring from one kid's head to the next, from
Yeah, like,
generation to generation?
That'd be trippy. Like imagine like lice
getting
is
the
extinct.
same. Imagine getting the great 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 grandson of the lice that was on your great 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 granddad.
See, that's the thing. Like if everybody
That's
if
some
everybody
generational
showered,
stuff
you know what I mean,
right
like everybody cleaned up, lice would be extinct.
No. Oh wait, I was supposed to say no because everyone does that, but not everyone.
But not everyone does that.
Not everyone does that. You're right.
So-
You're right.
But it's like, how far back does the chain go? Is it like,
Google could solve
does
this
it go
for
to
us.
BC times? How long have lice been around?
Been
What are
around.
lice? I know they're insects, but like,
They're insect
They're micro.
organisms.
no, they're not microorganisms. You can see them.
No, yeah.
Oh,
They're like micro insects. Is what I was gonna say. I was gonna say microorganisms.
They're
Okay.
little dudes.
They're like little boys.
Um,
They're just little
but,
guys just chilling.
Like, what are they
There's-
closest to? Grasshoppers?
No,
I was thinking they're
probably
closest to like termites.
I was gonna say fleas.
Fleas? Oh.
Yeah.
Fleas. I would feel like they're in the same family.
Then fleas live in the grass. So
So
I guess that would
would
be the
lice
same for
live in the
lice.
glass?
Let's make
I
our
guess
let's
the-
make our lab bio 2 teacher
And
proud.
little kids spend the most
What
time
class would
with
they-
lice. Like, adults don't typically get
We're really
lice.
talking about lice right now. So we're gonna get deep here.
I thought that was deep. That was pretty deep.
That was pretty deep.
Where
huh?
does lice go? When
No,
it is-
deep is like introspective stuff where it's like, I don't know, where do you stand on? I can't think of anything not political to
on
just
love?
like throw out there.
Where do you stand on love?
Does love even
Exists.
exist? You know?
Do you
Stuff
believe
like
in love at first sight?
Yes.
You do.
And you know why?
that. Bacon girl?
Madison
No, not
Beer,
bacon
if
girl.
you're seeing this. Do you? You said yes? Like
Yeah.
do you believe in love at first sight?
Love at first sight?
Love at
Love
first sight.
like you see someone and you're like, I'm gonna marry her.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like
Dang, she's hot.
yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about like
Talking
dang
about-
she's hot, I'm gonna marry her and then like you see another hot girl and like end of story. You go to that other hot girl. Like
I think it only takes like one word, not one word, but like one sentence with someone, like in a conversation, to know maybe even like your chemistry.
that's deep.
Should I tell the story?
What story? Tell it.
Should I tell
By
the
all
story?
means, Hector. We should have popcorn right now. We should have brought some.
No, I'm not gonna. See,
What story are we telling here? Can you
Okay,
tell me
okay,
after we film? Can you tell me?
I've told this story 100 times to you.
I
in your
probably
presence.
listened and then forgot it, or I wasn't listening at all, or yeah, those are the only two options. Wait, okay, you can tell it. Let me just tell. I feel like love at first sight is like real, but there's so many people out there in the world that like what's the like?
Is it really love at first sight or is it lust at first sight?
Exactly, and that's my thing. Like when you were like, yes, and you know why. I was like, okay, like is he talking like, you know what I mean? Like lust, or is it like love? And that's the thing, like, because like obviously everybody has like their opportunity to have their soulmate for them, but like,
Okay, well, that's new. Do you guys believe in soulmates? I don't.
you don't. Okay,
I
that's
don't.
interesting. I think
I think that there's a. I think that. Okay, yeah, sure. Is there somebody out there for you that like is probably like the ideal partner?
Hopefully.
Yes, that would be that. I think that'd be a little bit ridiculous to say like no. I think
Well, 'cause there's so many
I think
people.
there is an ideal partner out there for you.
okay.
But I don't think that there's like one person that you're supposed to find and like you're supposed to spend your life with. I think that idea is ridiculous. Because honestly, if you think about it, your perfect person could have been born like
At a different-
hundreds of
at
years
a
ago.
different time,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Like they could have been born already or
They
not
could be
born.
dead right now.
Yeah, or they could be born right now, which is weird.
Well, so weird.
That's so weird.
That's so weird.
That's not okay. That's weird.
Dan
so like
Schneider.
But
So-
then by definition, they wouldn't be perfect. You know?
Oh.
yeah, no,
Yeah, the
no.
perfect person for you wouldn't be born 200 years ago because that wouldn't be perfect for you.
Well, okay, so the ideology that you find the perfect soulmate isn't necessarily that that person is perfect, but that they're perfect for you.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't necessarily.
Well,
I get what you're saying,
yeah,
because
yeah.
if it
The
wouldn't
timeline,
be, it
it
wouldn't be
wouldn't work
perfect
out,
if
yeah.
it was timing. But what I'm saying is I don't think that takes away the potential, because I think when people talk about soulmates, it's more potential than it is
she was meant for me. Kind
real.
of.
Yeah, like
Okay.
if we had met at this time, we would be because I feel like there's a lot of people that you're gonna meet in your life
Well, I feel
that
like
that you work together with, but when you're in the relationship, you're just kind of like, yeah, I like you,
But it's
and
not
like,
working
and
out.
like we're amazing together in a sense, but like the timing's just not right.
Yeah, okay.
It's just not
I believe
right.
in that
The
too. Like,
timing's not right.
like right person, right time, wrong time, or whatever. But
Mhm.
I also believe that people come into
Wrong
your,
person, right time.
yeah, okay. That's what I'm trying to say. That people come into your life for one reason, and once that reason is done, like somehow life
Just drop
just
them in the
boots 'em,
car.
you know, like-
just boot them out of here.
So like I think that like people are come into your life for a reason, and once that mission is accomplished,
They leave your life.
they leave your life.
I
I think that happens in some cases. What do you think on that?
I don't know. It's complex because then it gets into your theology.
divine intervention.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
like-
it does.
Yeah.
It really does.
It really does get into
Does God
divine
put her
intervention.
there for
You know,
me?
so the
You know?
truth
or
is-
anything, not
Exactly,
even
yeah.
just God.
Truth
but
is,
like
I think things happen for no reason.
Oh.
It's too complicated for people to think like, oh, this person was meant to be in my life. Like that's so incredibly freaking narcissistic to think that the universe gives a damn about you and your love life when there are 7 billion people on the planet.
At astrology girls.
Oh no, you just
Yeah, well,
called-
if you-
Hey,
Sorry,
we
hey.
just
If it
lost
adds-
the whole demographic.
I'm so sorry.
If it
We're
adds-
pro astrology.
I'm
guys.
sorry
Don't-
if it adds astrology.
I'm
girls,
Taurus.
it
You're gonna
adds
hate me either
all
way.
religious people. Period.
No,
That's true.
I
That's
don't.
true.
I don't think that.
Which is entirely against what I just said about soulmates. But what I just think about soulmates is that it's
Go
just
on.
it's the person who you do end up being with. And it's not always a perfect person for you.
No,
Because some people get what they deserve.
100%. 100%. I agree with the whole narcissism thing. I think that sometimes we think we're more important than we are, and we're not. And so, like, so we get. Anyways, I think that same way Fernando, but not. I think that there are some people that come into our life for a reason, but I don't necessarily think that like. I think that
They were meant to
what
be
I'm
there.
saying. What I'm saying is this: is do people come into your life for a reason? Yes, but I don't think it's necessarily like it was destined and like you had no choice in the matter or anything like that.
Yeah,
like
okay.
what I think is this: is I think
Okay.
that sometimes things come to you when you need them to, and it's inexplicable. But the thing is, that I'll also say is sometimes as people, we don't appreciate the things or the people around us. And so maybe there was that person that needed to teach us that all along.
Ooh.
We just weren't listening.
Ooh.
And now somebody else came along, and because they're new, we're open to listening. So
You're never satisfied, kind of.
no.
Oh.
No. Just you're not grateful for the people
Yeah.
around you, so you're not
okay.
listening. And so like in that sense, like if you thought that way, then like yeah, it kind of seems like, oh, this person was meant to like be in my life, but it's like, yeah, but you could have learned that from all the people around you that you don't value, you know.
I get that, yeah.
So yeah, that's really.
I turned
this
on the
is a
lights
really
just in
good
case you couldn't see us.
conversation.
Yeah, no, but before we leave, I have one more thing to say.
Cool.
And it's a little bit about the mystery of where head lice come from. Apparently, they broke off from body lice 100,000 years ago.
So body lice is not a thing anymore.
No, it used to be a thing, though.
So they mutated
They mutated from body lice.
to hair.
So we've been thinking that lice is just its own thing that's been around for a while, but it's actually a branch of
body lice.
There's like this whole lice.
Did you look that up right now?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. These are Jamie, remember?
There you go.
No, I'm just kidding. You're more than a Jamie. You're a
you're-
co-host.
You're a czar. Thank you for watching this if you watched it, and thanks for watching like the first few
If
minutes.
you
Smash
watched
that like
it,
button.
thank you.
If you're here
didn't,
now,
Hit the subscribe button.
if you're here now, we love you. And if you're not
Share
here,
it on Facebook. Do people still use Facebook?
yeah, kind of.
Share it on
Use
MySpace.
Instagram, Twitter.
use coupon code podcast1 to get 100% off of nothing,
Exactly.
because we're not sponsored.
And we don't have a store.
But we love you if you're here at this moment, and if you're not,
Hey, and if you believe in
Nobody
soulmates,
if you're my soulmate, comment below. Oh, sorry I had to do
If
that.
you believe in soulmates, get over yourself.
oh dang.
If you're,
No, I was gonna say if you believe in soulmates, keep looking. Keep looking.
There you
You'll
go.
find them.
all right. Do we say subscribe and stuff?
I feel like we should just end them. No goodbyes. Just end them.
Just cut.
Make sure you fucking pull your pants, the bottom of your pants down, dude. Don't be showing those damn socks.
Because I rolled up my jeans so you can see my hot dog socks.
No,
They're a masterpiece. My sister got me those. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Right on. Sounds good. You guys be careful.
You be careful.